Okay, here we go. Your instructions for week 2 of the semester, the week of from Monday, January 18th. That's the day I'm recording this. It's a holiday, but the quiz is open through Thursday, January 21st. Okay, you'll have your first graded assignment this week, and that will be to take, if you are in 1301, the Chapter 1 quiz. If you're in 1302, the Chapter 18 quiz. I'm going to make one video work for both courses because they're really not anything different. Okay, this semester, not only the exams but the quizzes as well will be proctored online. This time we're using something called HonorLock, which is an improvement over Respondus because we had nothing but trouble with that. And if you had a Chromebook, it wouldn't work and that kind of things. But HonorLock, actually, you'll have to be running Google Chrome in order to use it. So when you open the quiz, if it doesn't find the Google Chrome system, it will prompt you to download it. It's free, just shouldn't take very long, and it does not take time off the amount of time you have for the quiz. Okay. Once that's in place, you'll be downloading the HonorLock app, whatever that is. Okay, then you're good to go. So you will be proctored. Your webcam will be recording you, and copying something, or highlight a question and then copy it to the clipboard. That will be disabled, as well as printing out will be disabled, and you won't be able to visit any other thing on the net while you were taking this. Okay, that's just for quiz and exam security. And I think it's going to run. I didn't do this last fall because Respondus is just too messy, too demanding. Okay, I do take quiz security seriously, and until about 10 months ago, it would not have crossed my mind to give a quiz that was not directly proctored. So anyway, there we go. Okay, reminders about the quizzes. Each quiz will be 10 3-option multiple choice questions. The software will randomize the choice of the 10 questions, as well as scrambling the options from one time to the next from a quiz bank, a question bank containing at least probably 17 or 18 quiz questions, out to as many as 22 questions. You will have a 10-minute time limit from the time you start, and you can't go away and come back, because once you start, clock is ticking. When the clock expires, the game is over. So if you have disability accommodation, and I still need to go back and fix this, so if you have an accommodation that you file for and got the documentation, I know about that, but I have not yet given you the extra 5 minutes, but that's routine. To study for this, on the Canvas page, you will find a module called Study Materials. And in 1301, it's going to have a folder called Chapter Study Questions. In 1302, I think they're just listed out, not in a folder, doesn't matter. So you click on the appropriate chapter, bang, you're going to see the study questions. All right, they are in the form of a chapter outline and question form. This is meant to help you focus your preparation for a chapter quiz. So this is not based on the supplements. The exams are based on the supplements. This is based on the regular textbook, U.S. A Narrative History, which the general course information document. And some people click on the syllabus, but that's the same for all history classes at the college. For my classes, you want to go from there to the general course information document, and that gives you all kinds of specific information. Okay, for 1302 people, the U.S. History 2 supplements is an ebook only. It is now supposed to have been, by last Friday, I don't remember checking, available to buy and download. I think you have access to it for a year. You'll have an access code, all of that. It has lots of nice things about how you can use it. Anyway, the cost of the supplements book is pretty minimal compared to anything. It's probably less than you'd pay for a used book at the bookstore. They still have those, even though the publisher seriously doesn't want them doing that. For both of them, they've been updated from the paper version. Okay, the The bonus worksheets, as I call the study items worksheets at the end of each um, chapter, those have been updated. Some bloopers have been corrected, all that. So what you do is run a hard copy if you can. I realize not everybody can, but let's find a way to make it work. Look up the answers, fill in the answers when I'm grading them. And last fall, I was trying to I made over 150 videos. It takes time. And it was the end before I got to those. This time, I'll be able to keep up with them on a weekly basis at least. But if you can scan the thing and send it in, that's preferred because that gives me a nice clean copy. I print it out. I print out a hard copy. I score it. And sometimes there are questions where more than one answer would be correct. I know that. And so sometimes there's leeway in what I would count as correct. And when I was handing back paper copies, and these are designed to come in as hard copies to face-to-face class. That is no more. I wouldn't even be able to do it if I had a face-to-face class. I would simply write on there which one of those would be the best one for you to study. Now, what I did last spring when I wasn't making a bunch of videos and could keep up with them was that I would email you. I didn't get to do this at all last fall, but this kind of completes the cycle. I think maybe I can this time. I would email you directly and let you know how many points you got on a given worksheet and tell you which ones were marked wrong. Now, it'd be up to you to find out what the right answer was. You're supposed to do something here. So I'm hoping strongly I can do that. The videos are all made, so this course would actually almost run on autopilot. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be working at it. So that's how that is supposed to work. Let me think. So this week if you're in 1301, be ready for the Chapter 1 quiz, 1302, the Chapter 18 quiz. And the way I do this is that each quiz is open for 4 days. Last spring it was just 1. There's not a reason for that. People have different schedules, and, they wouldn't be taking an online class. So a quiz becomes available at 1 minute after midnight on Monday morning. It remains open until 1 minute before midnight on Thursday night. So you have 4 full days, 2 minutes less than 96 hours to get one done. Okay, I really strongly prefer that you go into this and take this as if it were an exam. You're not using notes. You're not using the study items worksheet, which would not be good on a chapter quiz anyway. You're not using the supplements book. So, and another thing I ditched from before to now, last spring, I'd started the semester in good faith. Quiz had 11 questions. Grades number of correct answers times 10. So you can make 110. That did not agree at all with Canvas. So I had all this stuff I had to have not for grade, transcribe it over. That's more trouble than it's worth. So this time, 10 question quiz, top grade 100. I don't have to transcribe anything. It's not error prone or anything like that. Now, if something comes up, and the way things are, I'm very tolerant. Something comes up, email me, okay? If you need kind of like a time extension, I'm ready to do that. You need to have a good presentable reason why, but these things do happen. Okay, good to go. So formally this week is tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. One of those days, probably tomorrow if I can work it out. Okay, to put in context, normally on a school day, I try to be at my computer from approximately 9:30 in the morning to noon. There's a new rule. I have to be available via Zoom for about an hour a week. I don't know how to do that. So one of the things I'll be trying to do is set that up and give you a time window. And I'm thinking it would be maybe 30 minutes at a time on Tuesday and Wednesday of a week. So there's a lot I don't know about that. We're not there yet. Oh yes, I thought I got to mention that. I'm going to double back, okay? Stop, rewind, stop, play. Oh, those are VHS terms. I will not be grading the worksheets. until probably week after next. Okay, I keep a minimal paper grade book. And that's partly so I can just look quickly just at one and see, which class you're in, that kind of thing. But I don't set those up until the rosters become official. That's the 27th of January. Okay, that's week from Wednesday. And prior to that, there's movement in, out, that sort of thing, new people enrolling. So I don't bother with it. It gets messy. So it won't be until then that I start doing this. The way it works, in case you missed this, let's say you're in 1301, you submit the bonus worksheet. It's just a page or so, 9 or 10 questions for Chapter 1, Pre-Columbian America. I grade that. Your grade is the number of correct answers. All right, then you take the Chapter 1 quiz, which is based not on the supplements but the textbook. That could be confusing. It's not a question. The chapter quiz is not over the worksheet, but it's where I put the points. However many answers you got right, you get that many points added on top of your Chapter 1 quiz grade, or in 1302, the Chapter 18 quiz grade. All right, if this produces grades over 100, that's fine and dandy. Okay, one more little thing, two things really, about submitting bonus worksheets. One, if there are 2 pages, please, please, please write your name on both pages. The first page has a name blank. The second page will not. But write it up there anyway, because at times when I would get behind on this and I would have this, 1/3 of an inch thick stack of worksheets I've printed out, trying to make sure I got everybody printed out and didn't miss somebody. I have a much more streamlined system for that now, by the way. I always end up with these orphan second pages. And by the way, quite often I have to print the first page and then go back and print the second page. Sometimes it goes automatically. Usually it doesn't. And I don't know who they belong to. So here I am trying to do handwriting analysis to connect them. Even that does not always work. Write your name on both pages. Another thing, if you can scan this and have a file that you can attach to an email and submit it, that is completely the best way to do it for me. If the best you can do is take a picture of it with your smartphone, okay? Try to get as close as you can and still be in focus. Try to fill the frame with the worksheet. The only thing is the aspect ratio, meaning wide to long ratio, of your smartphone screen is not going to be the same as an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So try to leave enough top and bottom that it will print out. If you print it, if you take a picture from further back and there's all this black around it, I believe okay, this quit on me before I was quite through. Almost through, not quite. All right. If you know the difference between vertical and horizontal cropping, your smartphone like that and things like this, not that good. So go for a vertical crop so it fills up more of the space. And what I was about to say is, if there's a big bunch of dark space around the edges in the frame, that can drink up the toner in a toner cartridge from a printer pretty fast, and it runs out at the wrong time, and let's just say they don't give those away. The college will compensate me for them, but again, get in my car and drive 25 miles over to Weatherford to the Best Buy and get another one right in the middle when I'm trying to get something done. So help me out in those ways. Name on both sides. Just send me as good, clean a copy, and if part of it's in the light, part of it's in the shade, I can't guarantee that I can read all those things. Okay, I think we're good. So have a good week, and I'll be posting instructions for the next week next Monday morning. Bye-bye.